Hello and welcome to the Indie Quest. This is a showcase focused primarily on RPGs. They use the word JRPG, but I don't like that very much. It's basically just a whole bunch of RPGs. So if you're a nerd emoji with a capital N, this showcase is for you. The time is now. The time is now to witness the future of what's next for indie RPGs.
Hey everyone, my name is Taylor Hoy and welcome to Indie
Taylor.
Quest 2025. We're excited to share with you exclusive looks at over 40 upcoming independently developed Japanese-style RPGs, including an exclusive game reveal that you're not going to want to miss. Now before we get started, I want to encourage you to open either Steam or your console of choice's store, because wishlisting these games is the best way to support the teams. So let's get started.
Yep, that's me. How did I get into this mess? Let's go back. 1 minute I was sweeping up at the movie store. The next, bam! This totally rad machine popped out of nowhere. Next thing I knew, whoosh! So yeah, the store was gone and I was trapped here. But where is here? Well, the locals weren't as friendly as I hoped. This is Frank. He was a bit of a scaredy pig at first, but lucky for me, he found some courage.
Some of the indie showcases give me a case of the cringe. They're indie showcases. They're indie showcases showing indie games.
Like it or not, we're in this together.
I should have went through your bingo cards.
Won't be easy, especially with these guys.
Gotta keep in mind that, like, again, these are indie showcases, not just in the way that they're showing indie games, but they're also indie creators showing these indie showcases. Not everybody has 10 years of experience of presentation, you know what I mean? So it's like, and sometimes it's just like a game dev. Legends of Starcadia. Sometimes it's just like a game dev, and it's like, that's not their job. Their job wasn't to learn how to properly present things. Their job was to create a video game. You know?
All of us. Some carry scars you can see. Others are buried deep. The world of Alteria isn't as peaceful as it seems.
I mean, secondhand embarrassment. I mean, same thing. It's like, it's just, these people don't have the experience of doing this for 10 years like I do. You know what I mean?
No matter what it takes.
They don't have the presentation chops, or even sometimes they're like only a streamer, so they don't know how to read from a teleprompter and stuff like that.
If you can't
know what I mean?
Your enemy, well, you're just better off sitting down and letting me handle it.
I don't know if I can.
They don't know how to
this,
properly time a joke or to write a joke. You know what I mean?
I'll find my courage. I have to.
Very Chrono Trigger inspired. Alterium Shift.
Do you ever just come across games that charm you immediately? Well, that's how I felt when I first saw this next game. It's got a really cool mix of platforming, turn-based combat, and a great sense of humor. Here's a new look at Zera's Adventure.
Those monkeys had bowls for a face. can't pet the cat in this game. What was that? Time to end this. Dang. They weren't kidding. They just got sat on. Oh, that's crazy, Abby. I wonder if they've made the, My Side dating sim thingy yet. Like, the supposed, like, good ending where, like, it just turns into a dating sim. Zera's Adventure. Oh, that was a Kickstarter game.
Hi guys, it's the Kaseki Nut, or TKN for short. I make a bunch
Hey,
of
Kaseki.
JRPG related videos like lists, news, demo impressions, and sometimes I'll give the spotlight to a game that takes my fancy. And today is one of those days. And this indie title, it's centered around an escape from an abandoned colony which is slowly being overrun by a deadly miasma, and the protagonist has to get out of there within a certain time frame. This premise is then consolidated further with RPG elements like a turn-based combat system. The game is called The Time I Have Left. Let's have a look at the trailer.
You just want to date Mita? Well, yeah. Well, yeah. I want to sleep with Sleepy Mita. And I don't mean that as a double entendre. I'm just tired. I just want to go to bed. Duh. The time I have left. Okay. I'm interested in that one. I'm writing that one down. Earthbound. Hello, Earthbound Combat. They speak, but their words are lost on you. The Back World. Interested?
Hey everyone, it's Super Derek, reviewer of RPGs, dispenser of RPG news, and occasionally I get to interview indie RPG developers on Hitpoint, the RPG News podcast. And ever since I had the opportunity to interview David from Datadyne about their upcoming game, Forge of the Fae, it's been living rent-free in my head. It's
I'm jealous.
Absolutely gorgeous, but it's also richly steeped in Celtic lore and aims to tell a more mature story without being a mature game. I'm confident that you will fall in love with it just as I have. Check this out.
Forge of the Fae. Maybe it was Forget the Fae. Maybe I misread. Maybe I misread and you read correctly. I read right. You're wrong. You're wrong. I'm right. Oh, hang on. Hang on. Wait. Hang on. Hang on. I got you. Hang on. Oh, it's gone.
What's up, everyone? It's
Oh,
Retro
no.
Brandon, and if you haven't seen my channel before, I love to talk about retro games with a major dose of RPGs through lists and reviews and what I like to call nostalgia challenges. I also have a podcast with Slam Zany called Level Up Legacy, and I'm excited to give you a first look at Tactics Returners. This game was inspired by the golden era of strategy RPGs. It has exciting turn-based battles, free roam to explore a variety of maps and gather resources, as well as character relationships that will lead to decisions that will allow you to shape the future of the Resistance. So without further ado, here's a look at Tactics Returners.
Do that. Tactics Returners. He said Tactics Returns, I think, but it's Tactics Returners. A struggle for freedom. See, like, let's talk about the term JRPG. Right? Off the rip, this showcase is meant to be like, this is the JRPG showcase, right? That's like the pitch of it. This is a tactics game. This is a turn-based tactics game. If you're using the term JRPG, wouldn't that be an RPG that is turn-based? If not, then the term JRPG effectively means nothing except an anime art style. Which, like, that's not how genres in video games work, 1. 2, each anime art style, there is no such thing as really the anime art style, because there's a vast variety of art styles that come out of Japan. This is just one of them. So it's like, the term JRPG shouldn't fucking exist. Just call them RPGs. Drop the J. They're RPGs. It doesn't matter that there's 5 million of them. They're RPGs.
Which brings me to our next game. You literally fight as a trash can in turn-based combat, and I'm being totally serious. The game is called Kingdoms of the Dump, and it actually looks amazing. Check out a new trailer right here.
Okay, fine, I will. Jeez. The film has been modified from its original version to fit this screen. They did say Japanese style RPGs during the showcase, but you can see here 40 plus exclusive indie JRPG reveals and trailers. That's the name of the video. I think we've seen this game somewhere before. I vibe. I, Dustin Binsley. Do you think these animated scenes are in the game? Like, do you think those are like cutscenes that play at some point? I hope so, because they're beautiful. So many different playable characters, it looks like. Is this like a Live Alive kind of thing, where like it's told in multiple parts or something? And then they like all come together? Kind of like Octopath? Kingdoms of the Dump.
Hello, John aka Chicken Fillets here. I am a Scottish JRPG content creator, and yes, I've made an emphasis on the Scottish part because this next indie JRPG you're waiting to be shown is a Scottish JRPG. Say it loud, say it proud, Scottish.
So many Final Fantasy
JRPG.
figures behind him.
In this Earthbound-inspired JRPG developed by Ross McRitchie, we will be following Alex and his companions in a turn-based combat adventure full of rich
Even has a
Scottish
fucking
and Celtic culture.
Buster sword.
I am proud to introduce this next trailer.
Sonic!
Kane
Sonic on the top shelf! Sonic!
Scottish.
Sonic! Sonic just hanging out with Noctis, just vibing. Did I write Sonic character or did I just write Sonic? Sonic character? Okay, it wasn't my intention, but yeah, sure. This doesn't look very Earthboundy to me. I don't know. Another game called Cairn? Okay. I don't know. Earthbound just gives me a vibe. And, like, it's one of those things where it's like, I don't know what games are Earthboundy until I see them, and then it's like a flip of the coin of whether or not I actually feel it's Earthboundy. You know what I mean? I don't know what makes me feel like a game is Earthboundy, but there's just certain things that make me feel like a game's Earthboundy. You know what I'm saying?
You'd better learn your way around pretty quick.
You're that creep I caught staring at me at the station.
This whole room is one gigantic computer. It'd take too long to explain what it actually is, so something cool.
You made it! You're all here! If you're not on Friend Stop, it's like you don't exist. Come on, we're fixing this right now.
The name's Conrad
Persona.
Bull. The
Got
man,
it.
the myth, the legend.
Listen up. The name's Kaori Delana, and I'm not afraid to fight anyone around here.
Hiya, my name's Eve. It's so nice to meet you.
Eve, can you open the student database time capsule for me? I want to see when it was last updated.
Registering new hacker. Justice. Cyber threat.
Hey, I'm Professor Noctis, and I teach and play video games at the
Professor
University
Noctis.
of Alabama, where I use games to teach actual college courses. And I do this
Cool.
as well on YouTube and Twitch on my channel, where I try to teach new things through all the games that I play. Today, I'm excited to share with you a new preview of Shrine's Legacy. It's an SNES era-inspired action-adventure
So, like,
game that's also
do you only
co-op.
wear blue
So if
shirts
you
like that?
Secret
Because,
of
like, it is
Mana
the
or
exact
Legend
same
of Zelda
color as
Link
your
to the
eyes, and
Past
I'm
from those
very
days,
impressed by
you're gonna
that.
love this game. Plus, it's really cool co-op, and I got to play this game recently at PAX East with a friend of mine. Had a great time. If you like that era of game, I hope you really enjoy this new preview of Shrine's Legacy. Let's check it out.
No, that's just how Southern accents sound when you're from the Midwest. We don't have, I have, like, when I'm speaking to, like, family and stuff, like, my accent starts to come out. Like, we have, like, a Southern accent here in Indiana, a very northern state. But, like, it's not like well, would you look at there? It's like, it's just a little bit there. That's just how we sound. That's how certain places sound in the Midwest. Can't believe you looked away and didn't watch. Listen. There's 40 plus games in this showcase. I think I might add a grand total of 5 to my wish list. I'm not watching this showcase for me. I'm watching this showcase for you. These are not the type of games that I commonly enjoy, and that's okay. However, so far, 2 have already surprised me and have made its way onto my wish list. So... Yeah, I'm just saying, Abby, that it's like, it's not that his accent is muted, it's just that, like, he's probably from, like, a Midwestern state, maybe, like, a little southern more than me, maybe, like, a Kentucky. You know, it's like, that doesn't mean that he has to sound like a hick. He just has, like, a little bit of an accent. I just said that because it's on my bingo. Oh, that's not what that means, and you know it. I didn't say Kentucky. Thank you very much, Abby. All right. Get it right. Ooh. Pribby. Gabe is Pribby. Gabe is Pribby. Is this a farming sim? Like a life simmy kind of thing? I think it is. Maybe not. I see there's now abilities. Maybe not. I don't know. I don't know what this game is. Is this puzzles? What is this game? What am I looking at? Where am I? Help. Okay, so we got turn-based combat. We got puzzles. We got what looked like maybe farming and fishing. We got what might have been like building houses, Runa. This game just is like a little bit of everything. Like, hey, what genres do you enjoy? It's all of them. Oops, all genres. And it's a Kickstarter game. That explains why it's so ambitious. I do not think that game is going to release with all of those features. And I think, honestly, frankly, it might be better off on them to not release with all those features and to pick some of those and really focus in on those. You know what I mean? This isn't a... okay. Very East-looking game. I didn't like that.
Hi there, everybody. This is Dave.
Hang
Over
on.
at the channel David Vink, and
Hang on. This little segment here, I don't like this, because I don't think it's 4-player co-op. I think they're just, like, doing this to be like, oh, look at how cinematic it is. Instead, what this did is it made me overwhelmed, and I couldn't see what was happening. I think it's just showcasing different abilities. I think it's these abilities down here. I think that's what that was. I don't think that they should have did it like that. I think that they could have used like transitions or something, like a wipe, like you're transitioning over to show the blade wall on the second one, you have a wipe up. You're showcasing the third one, you have a wipe to the right. You're showcasing the fourth one, you have a wipe down. That would have been less disorienting than having a full-on animation of the thing going up into the corner with no easing. It's just instant, and you have this black screen behind it that has nothing. It's like that was a lot for me. Sorry, I got on my editing bullshit there. I just that was a lot, but the game looked fun. The game looked cool.
Hi there, everybody. This is David over at the channel David Vink, and I do all sorts of news, top 10s, and reviews over there. So be sure to check out my channel if you haven't already. If you're anything like me, you're like into like retro RPGs, and you love RPGs from the SNES and the PlayStation 1 and PlayStation 2 eras, and you're missing those great games. But I have a game for you that harkens back to those, and it has a scenario system, has turn-based battles, it has a world map, and it has spectacular storytelling, and I know that you're just going to love it, and it's called Quartet.
Whenever they show on screen, I'm always looking at their background. Every time there's been like a presenter coming up, I'm just looking at everything in their background. I don't think I've listened to a single word any of them has said because I'm just looking at their background. Hard not to, they have whole Reddit walls. I feel like it's alternate universe me, because like I have like a chaotic background as well, but I have it so dark that so that it doesn't overwhelm. But like the side effect is that like you can't really tell what any individual thing is. Like you can't tell what those games are, right? You can see that there's a switch there, but you can't tell what those games are. So it's like, it's kind of like you have to pick a lane. And I chose the one where it's like, you can't see anything in my background other than the big things. Like Danny DeVito. Change the destiny of the world. Mu Dang joins your party in this game, Raider. Eight by 6 foot wall of Reddit is overwhelming. What are you talking about? Kuroko can be scary sometimes. Kuroko? don't tell me. You were picking up a girl again. Oh boy. How am I supposed to find you now, you idiot? What are we supposed to do now? Both of you, listen up. On my mark, prepare to jump. Wait, that's insane. It'll just follow us anyways. Got a better plan. I do. Get ready to jump on my mark. Ready? Go! No, Kari, Let me through. Damn it. Episode 3, The Loss. Is this Loss?
Now, while this is mostly focused on games that have yet to come out, I did want to highlight some awesome games that did already come out in 2025. So, here's a quick look at some of the best indie JRPGs that have already released in 2025.
I remember when this game came out. Poison of the Past. Don't see the NES art style that often. Most games that like show the NES art style are more so using like an SNES art style, like they're not dedicating to the NES. It's rare that you see like a true NES art style. I didn't even know Sea of Stars got a DLC.
Hey, this is Emily from the channel Orbology, where I like to
Hi,
cover
Emily.
topics in game collecting, as well as my love for JRPGs and niche games. I'm honored to introduce a upcoming indie title that is self-described as a comedy noir fever dream. Has a bunch of amazing references from the late 80s to early 90s and leans heavily into this inner city demonic vibe. It has a playable demo at the moment, and you could test out the over-the-top turn-based combat systems as well as the intense rap battles. I'm really looking forward to the full release of my familiar.
It's so weird watching this as like a person that isn't into like RPGs or more so turn-based specifically, but also tactics.
Wish city where everyone gets busy, cause minimum wage here is something like $6.50. Crime running rampant, paper changing hands like pamphlets. Government can't seem to understand it. They call us a town without a future. It's full of shooters and alcohol abusers, fools spreading rumors, boosters and looters. You can make friends here or make maneuvers, and if you choose the latter, you'll make it up the ladder, but you better get away before your dome gets splattered. Everybody got a plan till they get punched in the mouth. When the drama's right in front of them, they run in the house. Make a wish. Everybody taking sips of the devil's nectar with the sin on their lips. Got the nerve to wanna kiss. You ain't never seen a town more desolate than this. Yeah. Need help, police is getting busier. You better call up my familiar, cause these streets is getting grittier, and they about to tear the whole city up. F-A-M-I-L-I-A-R, yeah, they know who we are, yeah. F-A-M-I-L-I-A-R, yeah, cause they know who we are. I heard Mr. D took a spill, and upon first look, he was clumsy and slipped, or was he actually pushed? There's no probable cause that says he broke any laws. Now he's cracked out on the street, shell covered in gauze. The higher you climb, it's the harder you fall. They can't protect your rights if they don't exist at all. Man, another day in Wish City where the poor get ignored and the rich get busy. Guilty till proven wealthy in these courts. So we dine the cake to give much needed support. And I can guarantee in the end, victory won. Get familiar with familiars, we get the job done. Yeah. Need help, police is getting busier. You better call up my familiar, cause these streets is getting grittier, and they about to tear the whole city up. F-A-M-I-L-I-A-R, yeah, they know who we are, yeah. F-A-M-I-L-I-A-R, yeah, cause they know who we are, come on.
Yeah, that one's getting wish listed. Yeah, that one had enough style to get past my I don't like turn-based games thing. What was I saying before? Oh. It's so interesting watching this showcase as a person that commonly isn't into these games. Because, like, there will be a person on screen and they'll be like, hey, I am Emily from blah, 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 and I play a bunch of RPGs and blah, 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 and here's a game that I thought oozed with style. And, like, I'm just looking at their background, and, like, because I'm, like, still into, like, gaming, and, like, I've seen so many, like, video games over the course of just consuming gaming content, be that other people talking about games, streaming, or, like, just gaming news in general, right? I'm looking at their background and I'm like, huh, that's Trails of the Sky or whatever. Oh, that's Final Fantasy, huh? Oh, hey, look at there, that's Ys. Interesting. But like, I've never played these games. Like, I've played 2 Final Fantasy games, didn't finish either of them. Like, I know of the Trails of series, I haven't played them, you know, like, I know of all, like, I know these games, these franchises, these series, but, like, I've never played them, so, like, I'm looking at it and I'm like, oh, that's that character, but, like, I don't know anything about that character other than the fact that they exist, you know? So I'm like, it's so weird watching this as a person that doesn't have the context of any of these games, really. Denny's. Oh, Kingdom Hearts combat. Why did that guy look like he was from RuneScape? Why did that guy give me RuneScape vibes? The rest of the game doesn't. Why did that guy give me RuneScape vibes? Oh, he gained 1 P. Quack. Luminous Nights.
Hey friends, it's Brandon from Just the Gems. On my YouTube channel, I love talking about all things JRPG, everything from game reviews to recommendations to whatever else catches my interest. Now, I'm excited to get to show you a new trailer for an incredibly promising up-and-coming indie game. It's a lighthearted sci-fi RPG with some incredibly impressive animations and classic turn-based combat. It also has an incredibly cool, almost comic book aesthetic in its presentation, and it's being developed by a single person, which makes it more impressive. So sit back, relax, and take a look with me at Artist Impact.
No, go back, no, go back, no, go back, no, go back. No, go back. Hang on. Hang on. Hang on. Hang on. Wait. No, I can't. Ah, it's too far over. Hang on. Hang on, chat. 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 Look. It's an Ico fan. We exist. We're real. We exist. It's not just me. It's not just me. We're real. We exist. I'm not the only one! There's more! There's 2 of us! A grand total of 2!
So sit back, relax, and take a look with me at Artist Impact.
What was that? Ico? That was a poster of the box art of a video game called Ico. You probably know the prequel, Shadow of the Colossus, or The Last Guardian. But Ico is where it began. Ico's the OG. This game looks really good. Huh. Artiste Impact. That looks really good. Pokemon. Turn-based and fast-based. What? What? So it's turn-based combat, but when they use their attack, you have to actively dodge it or whatever, parry it maybe? That's pretty crazy. That's a good twist on the genre. The bacteria is happy. Okay. Yeah, it's like a turn-based bullet hell. Which, when you think about it, that's kind of what Undertale is, right? Astromeda. Okay. Big sniff. Huh? Wasn't as curious as I am now.
I'm Abdallah from Dalla Games, where I talk about all things video games. I cover a little bit of everything, but if there's one thing I always come back to, it's JRPGs and narrative-driven adventures. Today, I am excited to share a look at Godshard Chronicles, a top-down action RPG that blends the nostalgic charm of 16-bit.
Do you think he had that poster hanging like that
real-time
before he did this
two-player
recording?
co-op, and a rich narrative brought to life through animated cutscenes. Developed by the indie team at JCat Games and a stellar soundtrack by composers like Noriyuki Iwadare of Lunar and Grandia fame, this game is a must-play. Now, let's take a look at the trailer of Godshard Chronicles.
Explore the vibrant world of All Band together in two-player local co-op. Their legs are very unprotected. With composer Noriyuki Iwadare? Guest composers Michiko Naruke and Kumi Tanioka nailed it. featuring animated cutscenes with voice actors Harry McIntyre, John Trout,
If you
and
had
Carly
to
Fish.
choose between saving those you care about the most or saving the rest of the world, which would you choose?
That's cool. Whoa. So they have animated scenes in the game. That's really cool. That's really cool. So how's your poop, Quack? Guard break. World different from mine, huh? Things are about to get real interesting. Is this a Virtual Boy game? Dome RPG. No. You have siblings, Taro? Is this a Clussy game? Is this a game starring Clussies? Looks like it's changing art styles because that was Game Boy original. Oh, that's... Oh, wow. Oh, wow. That was a lot. I mean, that made its way.
Hey everybody, it's FemTrooper. I run a YouTube channel where I talk about all things gaming, mostly lists, discussions, top 10s, all my favorite games. It's like a diary of my gaming experience. Today, I want to show you guys a really fun trailer for a game that looks really cool in the sense that I'm a huge Pokemon fan, and I'm always looking for games that play and feel like the original Pokemon games. I think this game that I'm about to show you is exactly that. It gives that old school vibe. It really just gives off that feeling that you got in the 90s. So please take a look at a new trailer for Disc Creatures World.
For game collection, I feel as though every single person that's been a presenter in this showcase, including myself, are the last remnants of the physical media gang, where we want physical games to exist. So is this food-based Pokemon where like you're ooh, I like that last one. Look at him, he's a little guy. He's a little gremlin guy. this creature's world. Whoa. You don't need to bend your back that much when you're shooting a bow. You're gonna hurt yourself. Gonna pop a disc if you keep bending like that. Is this like... Is this like a fucking animation priority inertia action kind of game? Project bullshit? What the fuck? What the shit? What? Whoa! Have some confidence in your game, goddamn! All right. Think I'm lost, Theo. Theo? All right. Dreamed away. All right. Interested? So tired, what the heck? Get some tea. This game requires math? Your astronaut cosplay sucks. Too late for that. Also, caffeine makes me sleepy. I didn't say get caffeine. I said get tea. I don't got tea? Well, that's why I said go get tea. Duh. Oh, well. I guess that's gonna be during the lag showcase.
Hey everyone, Tag the Legend here, and
Hey,
I
Tag.
got my eye on an action RPG that's going to be out of this world. In Last Moon, the moon is falling, chaos is rising, and it's going to be up to you to restore balance to this immersive, beautiful world that's teetering on the edge. Just one look at the vibrant, breathtaking
This dude's camera is
landscapes, you're going to
insane.
be ready to save the moon at all costs, but don't take my word for it. Let's go ahead and take a look at Last Moon.
Nothing is open for me to get tea. Tragedy. Perish. So, would someone like to explain to me how this is a JRPG? Because I don't fucking know what a JRPG is anymore. Because I don't think that fits anyone's description of that. I don't know. The term needs to die.
Hey everyone, I hope you're enjoying the show so far. I wanted to take a minute to spotlight a pair of indie JRPGs that could really use our help. Back in 2022, the original minds behind Wild Arms and Shadow Hearts had a double Kickstarter campaign that they launched to support their upcoming projects, Arm Fantasia and Penny Blood. And these games were meant to be spiritual successors to those original games. And the Kickstarter was hugely successful, the community was super excited, and the games were actually supposed to come out this year. However, unfortunately, they've been unable to find publishing partners to help bring these games to the finish line, and unfortunately, they have indefinitely delayed both games. Now, of course, I don't have the financial means to fund these games, or I'd just do it myself. However, I do have you guys and this platform today, so I'm hoping that we could all come together and do something cool for them. The first thing is, let's just send them some positive messages. Let them know we're thinking about them, that we're cheering them on. They're active on Discord and Twitter, and I think if enough of us message them at the same time, that can make a big impact. Second, you can still support them on their backer kit. So you can pre-order the game, you can buy merch. Those are ways to directly support them financially. And actually, Studio Wild Rose, that's working on Penny Blood, has a sort of spin-off game to Penny Blood that's actually out right now that you can buy. So that's another way to financially support them, and you get a cool game that you can play today. Lastly, if there's anyone watching that works at a publisher or knows someone that works at a publisher, please reach out to those teams. There is a die-hard community that is ready to financially support them day one. I promise you we'll be there to play those games and buy them. Thank you so much for giving me your time to spotlight these games, and now back to the show.
I appreciate that. That's cool. Bye now.
Maybe next time.
Echoes of the Stars. Like a point and click? Maybe?
Hey everybody, I'm Eric and I love all things JRPGs, whether it's reviews or
Maybe just
rankings or
2D.
tier lists or deep dives and retrospective discussions. There's always so much I'm chatting about on my channel. Plus, I'm also partial to retro JRPGs and retro-inspired JRPGs, so that leads me to a new game that I found out about this year, which is Starlight Legacy. Starlight Legacy aims to bring back that 16-bit Mode 7 turn-based classic feel that just make somebody like me feel all warm and fuzzy inside. Plus, it's a game that's now fully available on PC and home console, so whether you're on the go or on the couch, this can be the perfect game to play. And the narrative is on the lighter side, being less bloated, something that you can play in under 15 to 20 hours. It might just be the perfect indie JRPG experience that you've been looking for. Please check it out.
Ignis, you're awake! Oh, Ignis, you're awake! I know how to read. Woo! That was bad, let me try again. Woo! Better. Chat! I think it's fucking wild that it's been 20 years since we got a Star Fox game.
Hello, it's Miss Bubbles. I love
Hey, Miss
both
Bubbles.
RPGs and cozy games, and on my channel, I bring lovers of both genres together. Now let me ask you this. Are you a fan of classic Paper Mario games? If you said yes, then you might want to wishlist this game that's coming up next. It's a perfect blend of a storybook aesthetic, charming narrative, and very fun combat.
Welcome to your job interview. First thing I want you to know about Ever After Inc. is that we're all a big family here.
Looks like someone has a serious case of something.
We'll be sending you to other storybooks on the company's behalf. The adventure structure at Straw is certainly a choice. You may encounter some friction. If that sounds like you, then you'd be a great fit for the Ever After Inc. family. Run! Very Paper Mario. Which is not a bad thing. Escape from Ever After. How much? Hey, how much does it pay? I assume he said. Went by too fast, I don't know. To the Grave, the Wildlands of Feynora. Incredibly addicting gameplay with charming graphics.
The game's pixel art is very beautiful, reminiscent of classic games.
Unremarkable wanderer with the magic of undying. And really bad luck. It said something. Text going by too fast, man. I can't read that fast. Build your team, Red Panda. Venture forward. Die, probably. Chat, my backyard has been having a saga lately, where random wildlife is starting to just exist in my backyard. And it all started with us having a deer. We have a deer in our backyard. That's how it all started. She's been chilling in like the few neighbors around here, like my house, a few neighbors back and forth.
You can find me suffering through challenges of classic RPGs.
And from there, we just have like, we've had raccoons, we've had skunks,
some more attention.
We've had kittens,
You guide a rabbity robot girl through a
we've had gophers.
full of dysfunctional robots hell-bent on ruining
My
her day.
backyard
But
just
she
turning
is
back into a
not
forest.
defenseless. She uses her powerful emotional abilities to wreak havoc on her antagonists in a unique turn-based combat system. So with all that said, I hope you fall in love with You Are Not Bunny Girl.
Thought backyard was a euphemism? Nope. Make a moat? Well, right now we got little baby skunks, right? Because it's not just one skunk, it's had kids, so there's little baby skunks. And I told my parents, right? I told my family that it's like, if you didn't want the skunks, you should have kept the raccoons in there. Because, like, immediately when there was raccoons, they, like, tried to scare them away instead of just letting them live under our deck. And I was like, feed them. Let them chill. They're just raccoons. Just let them chill out. And they didn't listen to that, right? And now we got little baby skunks. And it's like, skunks are cute. I'd rather not have them living in my backyard. You know what I mean? I don't want to get sprayed, right? So I was like, you should have left the raccoons back there. If the raccoons were chilling out in the backyard, then we wouldn't have the skunks. You know what I mean? So it's like, they scared away the raccoons, and it's like, man, like that they would have been chill. Raccoons are chill as fuck if you feed them. Cereal World. I feel as though that font is copyrighted. I feel as though that font is already copyrighted. I don't think you can use that font. Deck-based Pokemon, except you're fighting zombies. Hey, Chunk. Hey, Anna. How you guys doing? Check DMs. Mwah. Beautiful. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Absolutely. Pause. Beautiful. Beautiful. Mwah. Beautiful. Artwork. Artwork. Beautiful. 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 Stunning. Looks exactly like me. Spot on. Spot on. Spot on. Beautiful. 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 How many hours before Summer Game Fest starts? Summer Game Fest, the official stream, like many, I think it's at 6 p.m. EST or something. Summer Game Fest, the collection of events, you're watching it right now. This is one of them. I made you if you were also Duke Nukem. I am Duke Nukem. I've been Duke Nukem the whole time. I wash my hands before I go piss at the mall so that I don't get COVID on my penis and infect my wife with my COVID penis. That's me. I got beat up at least 3 times today by 3 different old people. What do you mean beat up?
What's going on, everyone? Slam Zany here. If you
Hey,
don't already know
Slam
me, I
Zany.
have a channel that focuses almost entirely on JRPGs. I do top 10 lists, I do reviews, among many, many other things. And I also have a podcast called Level Up Legacy. There's nothing that makes me happier than shining light on new games that I'm really excited about. And today, I'm really excited to show a first look at Eternal Remnant, the first chapter. This is a pixel art style JRPG that really has a strong focus on turn-based combat, and it has that classic retro feel with a modern twist. If these are things that you're really interested in, be sure to go check that out. It's one you're going to want to keep your eye on. And with all that said and out of the way, let's take a look at the game.
Vera, the sister. Aaron, the brother. Brian, the memer. Like a boss. Limit breaks. Moth. Hey, soul sister. Hey there, Mister, on the radio. Where you move ain't fair, you know. As darkness spreads.
The dark comes.
Huh? The lane calls for what's forgotten. Will strengthen their bond. Enough to survive. I know how to read. Eternal Remnant. I got punched in the shoulder pretty damn hard. I have fingerprint bruises on my arm from an old man. What does that mean? The other old man just kept punching me. I caught a lot of them though. Didn't get hit in the head. So I guess that was good. Why were they beating you up? Why was all of this happening? Oh. What's going on with these old people where they're trying to beat you up? Dobble Dungeon. Dobble? Interesting. Rhythm Combat. It is story RPG. So Everhood. An original soundtrack, not Everhood. Nocturne.
Hello everyone, my name is Tom, otherwise known as Titanium
Hey, Tom.
Legman, and on my channel I tend to focus on turn-based strategy RPGs with the occasional JRPG, traditional RPG, and the like thrown in. Today we are talking about a particular indie title that I've covered on the channel before.
Homie, you gotta
which
take
I'm
the doors off
extremely
that
excited
cabinet and let those
It
things
blends
show.
particularly Fire Emblem influence, as well as a deep focus on skill customization, interesting and fairly unique classes, as well as, most importantly, a major inspiration from the First Nations people of Canada to draw its story, world, and characters from. We are, of course, talking about Gales of Nayeli, and I'm extremely excited not only for its full release, but for more of you to check it out. So please enjoy.
Look at Dusty. They'll get Dusty in the cabinet. They have dementia and go crazy as fuck sometimes. Man. Well, I'm glad you're okay on it. I'm sorry that they were so violent today. It is. Can't spell Thursday without hurt.
Howdy gamers, Craftium here. Now, if there's
Craftium.
one genre that I love
Bloodborne.
as much as JRPGs, it is pure, stylish character action games. And this next title is one that I've been keeping a close eye on for well over a year now, affectionately referring to it as the Delinquent Girl game before it got its official title. And with that all being said, I hope you're as excited as I am to see the brand new footage for Class 07.
Just, okay. Yeah, beat up your fellow students? See, in the brains of these old people that were beating Anna up today, this is what they seen. What Anna seen was an 80-year-old going,
What's up, everyone?
but like in their brains, they were seeing that. Hi,
Of
Lexi.
Backlog Battle, where we talk about JRPGs, indies, and niche titles together. I am so proud and fortunate to introduce our next game that features a vast non-linear world to explore, deep weapon and armor customization, and an expansive class-based progression system. If you love Chrono Trigger, Secret of Mana, Golden Sun, or Lunar, you're gonna wanna pay attention. Here is Seed of Nostalgia.
Hi, Debbie. Welcome to Indie Quest, a showcase all about turn-based RPGs that very quickly wasn't about turn-based RPGs and was really just about RPGs, and then very quickly wasn't really about RPGs and just was about games with a vaguely anime art style. But like it's been good. It's been good. How was your stream, Debbie? You can shout out Debbie, but a clip won't play. Played some demos and things? Cool. What demos? What demo was your favorite? Dead as Disco. 20XX. A singularity looms. Rhythm beat 'em up. Interesting. Where does it lead? Have you ever heard of a game called Freaked Flea Pit, Devi? I might have recommended it to you. Oh, I think we did talk about it. I think you were like, I don't like Necro Dancer. Because, like, I said that it was kind of like that. I think that might have been where that conversation went. Haven't heard of it? Okay, maybe I made it up. Look it up. Very, horny art style, but really fun game. Not but really fun game, and really fun game. Devi, I heard you talked about it on stream, but I wasn't there for obvious reasons. What was your opinion of the state of play stuff?
All right, this next trailer is going to be the last one of the showcase, and as promised, it's going to be a game reveal. And a year ago when I was putting this all together, and I was talking to this team, and they told me what the idea was, and the fact that they would be willing to reveal the game here today, I was blown away. And I think you guys are going to be blown away too, especially when you find out what team's working on this game. So please enjoy this look at a brand new game.
World premiere. There's a cow. Whoa. In this crossover event, I don't know any of those games. Hey, I know that one. Hey, I know that one. I know two of these games. Two of these games I know. Is this a fighting? What is this? Yeah, is this Smash Bros, but an RPG? Exactly. Hey, Junk, how you doing? How was your stream? Some of these games were in this showcase and aren't released yet. That's crazy that they're already in a spin-off game where it's a tie-in between them, but they're not even out yet. How's Dragon Quest? Infinite Alliance. What a wild game that is. Sea of Remnants and Tides of Tomorrow. What was Tides of... Oh, Tides of Tomorrow. Yeah. I really liked Sea of Remnants. That game looks, oh my god, good.
And there you have it, your very first look at Infinite Alliance, a mega collab JRPG being developed by Critical Games, developers behind 8-Bit Adventures 2. It looks amazing. And that's going to do it for IndieQuest 2025. And I want to thank everyone that made today possible, all the developers who contributed brand new trailers, all the creators who introduced the games, and you for watching. Definitely drop your comments down below. I want to know what you think, what you liked, what you didn't like, so we can make next year even better. Until then, we'll see you at IndieQuest 2026.
Okay. That was IndieQuest. Whole bunch of games there. Not all what I would define as a JRPG, which reinforces further that we shouldn't fucking be using that term to describe video games. It is a dead term. Let it die. But in that showcase, I found quite a few games that vibed with me. I liked The Time I Have Left, The Backworld, Colossus Eternal Blight, Familiar, Artis, Astromeda, or Astromeda, probably, Dome RPG, Dreamed Away, and Last Moon. Those are the games that vibed with me. Hopefully you found some games that vibed with you. Hopefully.